got a plan, no need to fret. Found a way to help that you won't forget. Doctors lost the answers, but she found the key. Empowering ladies, setting us free. Battle in the storm with courage and grace. Shayna's got the wisdom to help you embrace. No more relying on pills they don't know. She's got the strength to help you grow. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Medicine shelves are emptying out. Finding real strength, that's what it's about. No more prescriptions tying you down. With Shayna's help, you'll wear the crown. Ladies, hear the call, it's time to rise. Shayna lifts the veil, opening eyes. No more shadows breaking your day. With her wisdom, fight pain away. Finding the strength deep inside. Shayna Melissa takes us on this ride, from suffering to a life so free. Her healing touch should set you free.
Hey guys, biohacking. What is it? Why is it important? Why should you do it? And how do you do it? That's what we're going to talk about today's hot topic, all about biohacking basics. All right. And if you haven't already registered for our upcoming Power Hour, please do so right there. You can scan that QR code or go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. A lot of people are always asking me, with your autoimmune, how did you get better? How come you don't take meds? How come you have so much energy? How come you're not in pain anymore? And I can't stop individually to reply to each and every person because it takes up a lot of my time and energy. So I created this power hour called Reclaim Your Life, and I'm offering it at absolutely no cost. So I can reach multiple people simultaneously so that I can have back some of my time and energy for myself. So just go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim and claim your no cost or VIP seat while you still can. I am limiting the number of seats. This is especially important if you're suffering with any symptoms of exhaustion, pain, brain fog, hair thinning, inability to lose weight. Those are often signs of mystery diagnoses or autoimmune disorders, and those are my areas of expertise. I know I can help you. So let's move right along. Oh, the prizes. When you register and you attend to the live Power Hour Super Workshop, we're going to raffle off some cool prizes. We put you guys on the randomizer wheel, and it's almost like Vanna White. We spin it and we raffle off prizes. Some of them are gift certificates for $150 to well-known restaurants. All right. So worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. For those of you that don't know me, I am Shayna Melissa Stockman. I've been a registered nurse well over 30 years and a nationally board certified nurse practitioner almost as long. I'm licensed as both an adult and child health nurse practitioner, so I can truly treat any age. But what also sets me apart is I had my own autoimmune disorders where I can relate to you not only as the healthcare pro, but also for someone who's walked the walk and talked the talk. I am now known as the autoimmune expert, and I know I can help you. If you haven't already connected with us, we're on all the social medias. You can find us. The easiest way is Shayna Melissa on YouTube and Linktree. Just put in Shayna Melissa. On Facebook, it's Shayna Melissa S. You can get there from our main page, worldwellnessexpert.com, or the Linktree Melissa. Click that subscribe button, like, subscribe, share this. If you're watching on YouTube, click that subscribe. If you're not, go over to youtube.com/Shayna Melissa, click that subscribe button. There's no cost, but that will give you notifications when we go live again and help us spread our message to even more people. We have 1,000 videos there right now, and we just hit 136,000 views on our YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. Now, I want to bring you good news. A lot of times there's so much negativity in this world and bad news, and we often need to share good news. Who doesn't like some good old-fashioned news? So just yesterday, I was teaching my 90-day program of your wellness journey 90-day program. And here's what one of my clients said. Now, I share with permission. Some of them like to remain anonymous, and others are loud and proud about their experience. So this lady just last night said, I'm off my medicine completely and I don't feel any different. She's not feeling worse off her medicine. I haven't noticed a single bit of difference the entire time I was up taking it. And I was taking it for years. It didn't do a damn thing for me. Again, I am not opposed to medicine when we need it, but for her doctors put her on medicine, kept upping the dose, adding another pill. And she hadn't noticed a difference. But now, when she started doing what I was telling her, she was feeling so much better that working with myself and or a licensed healthcare professional, we safely tapered her off the medicine. And she realized that medicine hadn't made any difference in how she felt at all. So sometimes we need them and sometimes we don't. I'm not saying ever stop them on your own, but stop them with the guidance of your licensed healthcare provider. And another one said, hey, I just lost 25 pounds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's in my 6-week weight loss program. Now, about a week ago, Ozzy Osbourne passed away, and I was happy. Okay. Now, that sounds morbid and like not right. But what I noticed when Ozzy passed away, I cried like a little baby. Now, I want you guys, I see these eyeballs on me. Please drop in below where you're tuning in from. We have the capabilities to stream your comments and questions live across the screen right now and interact in real time and even answer your question in real time. So, he passed about a week ago. My heart goes out to the friends, family, and fans. I cried like a little baby. And I'm not usually a sad person if you know me, but when I was able to cry streams down both sides of my face, I was actually happy about it. And you might ask, why are you happy that Ozzy died and you cried? Because a lot of people with autoimmune disorders, we have dry eyes. And I share this for a few reasons. If you're having dry eyes and you think you just need re-wetting drops, sometimes that's a very early sign of underlying autoimmune disorders. So please reach out to me or go to a licensed healthcare pro. If you're noticing you're getting dry eyes, you're needing re-wetting drops, you're trying allergy meds and they're just not working, it might be an early sign of an autoimmune disorder. Please go to your licensed healthcare pro or reach out to me for a private, confidential consultation on a video setting. Now, when I cried, that was another indicator and a validation that my autoimmune disorder is well controlled. Like, yes, you might have dry eyes if you're postmenopausal from your hormones, but if you're premenopausal, a younger person, you're having dry, itchy eyes, it's often an early sign of autoimmune. So please don't wait, get it checked out. You'd rather have early detection than late detection with anything. Now, that validated for me that not only am I feeling great without any meds, and I have no exacerbations, no flare ups, great energy, thick head of hair, back to my ideal weight, sugars, blood pressure, no pain at all, and I'm happy. All of that, and not even requiring any medicines, in conjunction with not having the dry eyes and being able to shed tears, was another validation that my autoimmune disorders are under control. Now, Other good news, kudos. If you are receiving my newsletters, you will have a complimentary copy of the latest Kudos magazine in your inbox within the past 48 hours. If you don't see it there, check your spam and promo folder or claim your complimentary copy at worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos. I've been collaborating with this amazing magazine. It's all about healthy, happy living in simple lifestyle tweaks that we can do within our busy lifestyles. That it's fun, it's interactive. The magazine is digital, so you could scan QR codes. You can go right to the recipes, click on the interactive videos, and learn how to make the recipes right there. So if you look at that beautiful magazine right there, that's actually a page inside where you can click, you could scan the QR code, go right to the recipe videos, or click on the videos themselves and hear them talk and see the visuals. So I am in this beautiful magazine. I fact checked the entire magazine for accuracy. There's a lot of healthy, quick tips in there, recipes, one pot wonders. I can't rave enough about this magazine. So again, if you're getting my newsletters, check. If you don't see it in the past 2 days, look in your promo folder or spam folder, drag it into your main folder, mark it not spam, and also add that email address to your email address book to assure it doesn't divert from your main folder again. And if you're not getting it, simply go to worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos and claim your complimentary copy of this interactive fun magazine. I want to thank you guys. Other great news on our main Facebook page, Shayna Melissa S. This clip right here, I only posted a few days ago, not even a week ago, hit 972,000 views. Almost 1 million views. So I want to thank each and every one of you for liking, following, sharing, subscribing to the YouTube. The other reason I show you this clip, these are new events. I'm not resharing old news. This clip, I actually took the footage about a week ago, just a few days ago. And there was all these ambulances everywhere, and the fire chief reached out to me and told me it was carbon monoxide, and people were rushed stable to the hospital. So I show you current events, but also things that you can learn from. So I encourage you to make sure you have a smoke detector. Make sure your smoke detector is also a carbon monoxide detector. Sometimes it's one or the other and not both. And please check your batteries to make sure that it will alert you that it is working. So I highly recommend that. And thank you again for liking, sharing, subscribing. And please already click that subscribe button if you haven't. Click the share button with someone you know that can benefit from this. Here's the main Facebook page. Right now it looks like this. It's Shayna Melissa S. It has 8.7 thousand followers. Thank you to you guys. All right. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following. Now, I want to share with you the difference between a lot of doctors and myself. I'm not out to bash them. I like about maybe 1% of them, okay? I can't generalize. They're not all like this. But doctors typically, I describe them on the left and myself on the right. Doctors prescribe, they give you orders, right? A doctor's order. You do this, you do that. I don't do that. I give you all of the information so that you can make an informed decision and choose what is best for you. Now, doctors tend to treat you. I'm going to treat you by ordering you this medicine. How is that a treat? A treat to give you a synthetic, often carcinogenic medication that can form drug interactions, overdoses, dependencies, and deaths. And that's how he treats you. Don't you think of a treat as something you give your dog that's positive and makes them happy, not makes them feel worse. And also, they work on simple algorithms. If high blood pressure, give this medicine. I don't. I am a great diagnostician. I put all the pieces of the puzzle together. all of your symptoms, your signs, your family history, your personal history, your recent test results that were abnormal and normal, your prior test results. How are you feeling? And I put that all together to come up with a accurate indication of what's going on in your body. I discover symptoms that are early warning signs before they become irreversible damage. Now, also, not only am I a licensed healthcare provider for over 30 years, but I also suffered with multiple autoimmune disorders. So I can relate to you as if, I've been the patient myself and I did through trial and errors what worked for me. And I can expedite your wellness journey instead of the doctor say, here, try this, here, try that, try. What are you, a guinea pig? No, I've already tried a lot of things for autoimmune, and I can tell you what worked for me and thousands of my clients from around the world and what did not work for us. And that will expedite your journey instead of trial and error for years. Also, I look to attack the root cause. I just don't give you a medicine to treat a symptom. I look for the true underlying root cause. I identify it and I attack it. I often use holistic body, mind, spirit, cellular level approach. I use naturopathy when possible, which is plant based, botanical adaptogens. I use what they call functional medicine. Functional medicine looks to identify the true root cause and attack it. But the problem is, most people say they practice functional medicine as a marketing play, and they really don't. I also do biohacking. I look at your genetic level, cellular level to help change genetic expression, and I integrate in healthier alternatives with your medicines, or if needed, medicines with your healthier alternatives. And this provides synergistic effect where each thing that I do helps the others work even better. Now, if you ever Googled Rockefeller and how medicine started, check this out. I dare you to Google it. We don't have time to talk about it right here, but please Google Rockefeller and how medicine started. The reason I don't go to prescription drugs first is numerous. One, they often kill, they have synthetic carcinogenic dependencies, interactions, overdoses, deaths, but also they are a leading cause of death in the USA. There are more people that died of drugs in the USA than any given year of motor vehicle accidents. And a lot of these are prescribed medicines at the recommended dose, frequency, and duration. My grandpa was a pharmacist and he died of a lethal drug interaction. So I knew him as a baby and not after that. And that's perhaps why my grandma went the extreme other way. Instead of medications, to naturopathy and looking at the powers of the plants for their medicinal purposes. Now, check out this next slide of my grandma. Love her to death. She raised me in the 70s with naturopathy. She would eat bananas for potassium and magnesium so she wouldn't need a heart and a blood pressure pill. I would watch her eat a low salt diet so she didn't need a blood pressure pill. And she taught me in the 70s what biohacking was and how to do it before there was ever commonly used term biohacking. You see, grandma here, that little picture is me in the 1990s with her as a fairly new nurse. And then in the middle there, she is standing and walking again, looking younger from biohacking. And there she is standing again. Now, all of her siblings had diabetes, brothers and sisters. She learned how to take control over her own genes. We can't change our genes, but we can change if that gene for diabetes is going to be expressed and show itself or suppressed and not show itself. So she was the only sibling out of all her brothers and sisters to not express the gene for diabetes, not develop diabetes, have normal sugars, and not need pills for diabetes. Now, you ask, what is biohacking? Check this out. If you break up the word, it makes it a lot easier. Biohack. Bio is like your own biology, study of biology, anatomy, physiology, and life, form, function, and life, how living things exist and function. And hack is take control. If you hijack a plane, you take control over the plane. If you hack a computer, you take control over it. It's ways that you can hack to produce shortcuts. So biohacking is taking the power back of your own life to take control and help you save time and money. Now, you can biohack in healthy, positive ways by exercising, or negative ways. Like if you have a family history of lung cancer and you smoke cigarettes, you're going to better your odds of expressing that gene for lung cancer. Or same with alcoholism. You have family history of alcoholism, but if you don't drink, you'll better your odds of not developing it. You'll biohack that gene to suppress it from being expressed. Now, here's grandma again. Grandma showed me how to suppress family genes for diabetes in the 1970s. Now, some people nowadays are saying, I'm the father of biohacking. I've been doing this since the 70s before there was this term. I've been practicing functional medicine and learning it since the 1970s before there ever was a school of functional medicine. Well, now here's some of the main root causes that I address, and there's a whole bunch more, but here's some of them. Now, check this out. Free radicals are bad for you, and they create something called oxidative stress, which causes cellular inflammation. That's never good. I help you identify that and attack that. Another root cause is your mitochondria in your cells. They're the little energy stations required for the cells to live. When they malfunction and get destroyed, those cells don't function properly and they even die. I help you make more mitochondria in your body for your cells to live. And also, toxins accumulate, causing more havoc and more diseases, disorders, and symptoms. And those toxins cause toxicity, which is never good. And then sometimes we're depleted of certain vitamins and minerals and things that I need. And those are four main root causes, but there's others as well. And I help you attack that. Now, check this out. Here's the free radicals. You try to not smoke, right? To better your odds to avoid some free radicals. But it's all around us, planes, trains, automobiles. You say, hey, doc, get me a CAT scan, get me an x-ray, a bone density test. That's all radiation. Your cell phone, your microwave. When you fly on the plane and you go through that body scan, that is radiation. They're lying to you at the airport if they tell you it's not. The mammography, the CAT scan, the bone density. So please, guys, go for testing when necessary, but don't ask for an x-ray to see if you hurt a muscle or a ligament because it won't show that. So these problems cause free radicals. They're also known as oxidative stress. They create oxidative stress, and that causes cellular inflammation. Inflammation's never good, right? You get an inflamed knee, it hurts, it causes pain. This free radical damage that causes oxidative stress, aka cellular inflammation, is linked to over 100 diseases and disorders. It is also linked to 9 of the top 10 leading causes of death. So, do you think it's like important that we identify this and attack this root cause? Modern medicine will never attack this root cause. Part of the reason is there's no money in it for them. If they get you better, you're not coming back every month for medicine, for testing, for treatments, and coming back year after year after year. That's another thing that sets me apart. I look out for your wellness over my wallet. I get you better, not dependent upon me every month for a year to come, so that you don't need me anymore. Of course, that's not so good for my wallet, but it's what's the best thing for you. So other these free radicals, they accumulate in all of our organs and they're linked to over 100 diseases and disorders. Here are some of the main autoimmune disorders that it's linked to. Keep in mind, there's over 100 autoimmune disorders as well. Here's some of the main ones. So these free radicals accumulate in your body, and depending on what part they accumulate more and your family history, that's the problem you may get. So if you have asthma in the family and your free rads accumulate in your lungs, you might express that gene for asthma. But remember, there's ways now we can suppress genetic expression so that you're not having those asthma flares. We can't change the gene, but we can change if it's expressed or not. So here are few of the over 100 diseases and disorders and autoimmune conditions that are linked to this oxidative stress. That's why it's another reason why it's important to attack it. Everything from these are some autoimmune disorders: lupus, psoriasis, eczema, in the intestines, Crohn's, IBS, celiac, ulcerative colitis. Okay, now, and MS. Now, let me show you that slide on MS. This is very important. There's a prescription drug called BG-12 or Tecfidera, and it's an NRF2 activator. But did you know there's a natural form of it that's about $49,000 cheaper a year and doesn't have interactions, dependencies, overdoses, and produced better results on studies in humans? Right? They don't tell you this. Your doctor doesn't know this and it doesn't tell you this. Now, also, since the pandemic, the virus was made to mimic the mandate, and it goes into the mitochondria, these little ovals in your cells, the energy stations of the cells required for cells to live. And it makes as many copies as it does, and then it destroys the mitochondria. And it does this mitochondria after mitochondria throughout the cell. When the last mitochondria dies, the cell has to die. So this is part of the reason that that protection is affecting people's heart. Not only the clotting risk, but also it's destroying the mitochondria. It's causing them to malfunction and destroy. And when the mitochondria dies, the cells die. And out of all the organs in the body, the heart has the most, probably because it's working almost 24/7 and requires the most amount of energy. So there's ways we can rev up the number of mitochondria in your cells that are required for the cells to live to combat those effects. Now, check out this slide. You see the flashlight there, and the laptop, and the cell phone, and the car battery. We know when our batteries don't work as good, things don't function as efficiently and proficiently. Same with your cell phone, your laptop, the flashlight gets dim, and your car may not even start when that battery is low. So, our cells have this low energy sometimes because we don't have enough mitochondria, and they're required for the cells to work efficiently, proficiently, and live. And there's ways we can rev up production of these number of mitochondria in your cells so that the cells can have more energy and work more efficiently, proficiently, and more importantly, live and not die. Now, and that's the mitochondria right there, those little ovals in the cells, and they produce the ATP, cellular energy required for the cells to live. Now, another root cause is toxicity. We have all this toxin around us from injections, we get medications, planes, trains, automobiles, plastics, dyes, blue, red, yellow, preservatives, appeal, antifungals, and toxins. When they accumulate, they cause toxicity, poison in the cells. So it's important we attack that root cause. Now, look at this slide right here with the highways and the blood vessels. I show you this for a reason. We have different genetic highways in our body. We have different genes and different highways in our body that this represents them. These highways are in our body, and each highway can activate, turn on a certain genetic switch or off a genetic switch. They're almost like blood vessels throughout every inch of our body and every single organ are these genetic highways and their genetic switches, almost like light switches you could turn on and turn off. And those genetic switches get turned off when we have toxin accumulation, mitochondria malfunction, free radicals, oxidative stress, cellular inflammation, medications, dyes, preservatives, plastics. We need to turn those switches back on, and we can do that through activating certain genetic highways. Now, here's some of the keys that are affected when we look at a cellular and genetic level that modern medicine does not do. We can actually help improve all of these key components that are causing malfunction in our bodies and symptoms. When we activate genes in your body, we can rev up production of super potent antioxidants that fight the free radicals, the oxidative stress, the cellular inflammation. We can rev up production of your body's super potent antioxidants called glutathione, SOD, superoxide dismutase, that can reduce oxidative stress, aka cellular inflammation. We can make more mitochondria required for the cells to live, which will produce more ATP, cellular energy, so that the cells live, and it will help rid the toxins before they become toxic. Now, these soldiers in our body, they are so much more super potent than a soldier, just one soldier. You see, if you look at the soldiers here, each each antioxidant in our body is a super potent soldier that can fight a million of the free radicals. So an antioxidant you take by mouth, one good soldier of the antioxidant can only fight one bad free radical soldier. But an antioxidant your bodies make when we turn on these key genetic switches, one antioxidant your body makes can defend and neutralize up to a million of those free radicals. For that reason, I would rather make my own antioxidants in my own body than take them. I'd rather have 1 to 1 million ratio. Okay, now you guys go to Google sometimes, right? And you search how to do this, how to do that. And how does that work out for you? Keep in mind with Google, a lot of times AI is spitting out inaccurate answers from people that don't know and it's regurgitating it. Now, when you do your kitchen, like I did my kitchen again a few years ago, if I Google searched it, I could have saved a lot of money, right? But I would have wasted 5 years and probably still a kitchen that looked like that. Or would you rather, guys, Google search it and still have a messy kitchen, or hire the expert? The expert has been there, done that, did all the mistakes already in prior jobs, worked out all the kinks, could expedite your journey, save you years of time, energy, and hassle. I want to be that expert for you to expedite your wellness journey. So 5 years from now, you're not still Google searching. Oh, let me try this. Oh, let me try that. You know, through my trials, errors, and tribulations, through 30 plus years in the healthcare field, what works, what doesn't work. So it can expedite your journey to your end destination. Now, if you haven't already, I want to help you expedite your journey. And I don't have time to reach out to everybody individually. So I created this power hour at absolutely no cost this time. So don't miss out. Mark your calendars, join right now, scan the QR code to go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. I'm going to disclose a lot of the gold nuggets in how I did what I did during this power hour. It's not a 5-day, a 3-day workshop, or a 2 hour. It's 1 hour out of hundreds this month. You are worthy. You are deserving for this one power hour with none of the fluff, all of the stuff to expedite your wellness journey to your end destination. So your call to action is scan that QR or go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim and either claim your no cost seat or your VIP seat. I don't think I will ever offer this for free again, and the VIP will never be this cheap. The VIP stays on for an additional hour, 60 minutes, live Q&A to get answers to their questions in real time. A 20-page digital and printable Reclaim Your Life blueprint with a lot of the notes and a mini consultation with me. Future VIPs will probably be a lot higher price point and may not include a private confidential mini consultation with myself. So again, if not now, you're probably never going to do this. I'm the truth teller at no cost. Come on, guys, what are you waiting for? So your choice is to move your needle forward. Are you going to do the no cost or the VIP-like experience? Just go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. You must claim your seat now because I am limiting the number of free and VIP seats. Also, please click that share button if you know people that are suffering with symptoms, problems since the pandemic, autoimmune, exhaustion, stubborn weight. Please click that share button. Have them also hop on the free power hour at absolutely no cost. So that's all I want to say is I hope to see you on the power hour to reclaim your one life because we only have one life. This is not the end, just the beginning. So I hope to see you there. Be well, biohack, and hello.
Finding the strength deep inside. Shane and Melissa takes us on this ride from suffering to a